aka gunplay in Destiny is truly
If there is a lull in this where I'm not laughing, I'm not watching it.
gaming crack. Cocaine, that is. Mission 11, Sacrilege, aggressive name. We land and instantly find Ikora. I guess details don't matter. What good is a resistance when you're the only one who would survive, she says. Does she not realize there's like a million other Guardians running around, all with new light? Ikora, try and pay attention to what's going on. Have you considered wearing a wig, by the way? I think you'd look great with long hair. Oh, they're taken aback. Didn't we kill you and your leader in Destiny 1? Why do you still exist? This is not okay. Meet Asher, the only person in this video more insane than me. Fury, mission 12, but because I'm illiterate, I read it as fairy. My apologies. Asher constantly throws shade at everyone, and I find myself liking him more and more. Can't figure out why though. This time calling Zavala Vuvuzela a straight upgrade in my opinion. This boss has the most troll AI I've ever encountered in Destiny. He constantly sidesteps around the pole while I'm trying to snipe him. On one hand it's infuriating, but on the other hand he was the only challenging fight the entire campaign and I kind of liked it. Enough games, back to Gary still having a good old chat with the speaker. This is like their third date at this point. Somebody make a move. It's all lighthearted until the speaker delivers the single best piece of dialogue in this whole franchise. Take it away, Bill.
So, feel free to kill yourself.
I think it speaks for itself, nothing more to add there. Gary then delivers the inevitable Bane speech about being born in the dark, etc. Face number 9. Cue the dramatic we're all doomed cutscene, but here's our hypothetical plan to survive, which is guaranteed to work because this is a T for teen video game. Pretty sure Cade has a thing for Hawthorne. I don't blame him, just kidding, not my type. You ever figure procrastination is your brain's way of stopping you from making a terrible mistake? Yes, why do you think it's taken me another 2 weeks to make this nutshell video? Not being level 15, I'm too weak for the next mission, back to public events, and my can I kneel on top of this giant drill the whole time and live experiment. Bungie, please rename the Threshers to Fun Police and then fire the person who designed them. I casually surfed this boss stomp because I'm kind of a god like that. Level 15, upgrade point available. Had to go AFK for a sec, next minute my career's over and this time there's no coming back. Also, there's a Bungie employee at a desk laughing hysterically as they smashed AFK Guardians with giant balls. I want that job immediately. My business card would obviously read, Jazz the Ball Smasher, Smasher of all balls. Kind of catchy. Mission 13, payback time, still a couple of clicks out, Commander. This girl's heavy, not sure you're allowed to say that. You know how they say curiosity killed the cat? Well, in this case, I'm the cat and curiosity is a giant I'm as heavy as I look tank. Wouldn't recommend trying to catch it. Have you ever popped your super to deal with 2 red bar scions? Yeah, me either. That would be dumb, and I'm an esports professional. I run past this big yellow health bar minigun wielding cabal, instantly summon a tank and wipe him from existence, get debated. I lose my 1v1 with this tank and am forced to run across the bridge on foot. Almost made it, but the tank guy just couldn't let it go. New objective, sit in one spot while you shoot these generators. We know you like Destiny for the guns, but LOL, we want you to use our vehicles instead. The mission's over, but this scion still feels compelled to ram me with an interceptor, obviously looking for a promotion. I hope you got it. Mission 14, here we go. I tell you to be careful, but that didn't help the last team I sent out. Hawthorne, a little dark, but I'll let it slide. Maybe try and be more encouraging though. The last team I lost were good people, some of my best. Hawthorne, I get it, there's no way I'll survive. Everyone else died, so I'll just go ahead and kill myself now. Although, for an undefeatable boss, he sure was easy to stun lock with literally any damage at all. Cover me while I do a thing. I see we're back to the old D1 formula. I had to go AFK here, and my unwavering stillness freaked this cabal out so much he just noped the F out of there. And the threat to our world, or at least until the next DLC. Welcome to Sunside, kind of like a theme park, but on the surface of the sun, and the ride is try not to get burned alive. Don't stand behind cover when there's a giant exploding barrel right next to said cover. That's basic math. I recognize this scene from my life every time I have my first hit of caffeine in the morning. Another vehicle mission, Bungie, if I wanted to drive because the gunplay was bad, I'd be playing Grand Theft Auto. I have to admit though, this air shot was pretty sick, plus 500 clan XP. Back to the standstill and shoot these generators, ultra sick mission structure. Unfortunately, boring mission objectives with a sweet skybox still aren't fun. Take this orb and put it right here to disable the super weapon. Seems like a pretty basic design flaw, IMO. I know Cade is using a year 1 throwing knife here because it kills this cabal in one hit. Again, I'm pretty sure Cade has a thing for Hawthorne. I see they brought SRL back, this time with guns. I'd play the shit out of that. Is that Shax on the battlefield? I never thought I'd see the day. Good for you, Shax. Back to Gary, who gets triggered when Console, aka Scrotum Guy, is rude to the speaker. I'm not saying they're together, I'm just pointing out the facts. I speak for the Traveler, but I never said it spoke to me. All of a sudden, I'm very interested in this story. So many questions. Who really is this speaker guy? Has he been a fake this whole time? What's his true motive? Why does he wear that stupid mask? I sure can't wait to find out. And he's dead, isn't he? He became interesting for the first time in 3 years, and then 3 seconds later was killed off camera with no explanation. His mask falls off, but there's no face reveal. Because Destiny, we don't answer questions, only ask them, always. Also FU. Fatty Console Fat steps on the speaker mask, which forces Gary to kill him. Again, I'm just pointing out the facts. Final mission, Cade lets everyone know he just lost an arm. Ikora immediately disregards that and demands he fix the teleporter. Gary obviously has a thing for dogs, and I'm having flashbacks about the pleasure gardens. Face number 10, don't even deny it, I'm gonna save this helmet for later. At least this elevator works, that's the first one all game. It's hard to take this quote-unquote legend seriously when he's wielding such a tiny little gun. You're not Will Smith and you never will be. This fire sure looks intimidating until I realize I can walk straight through it. Gary, hurry up with the Super Saiyan thing so I can kill you and finish this campaign. My signature MLG grenade throw makes an appearance, you're welcome. Just checking Gary's AI for blind spots and I immediately found one crouched behind this thing. 10 minutes later, he worked out where I was. Obviously, he's no match for my basic weaponry and average gun skill, so he loses the 1v1. Mysterious cutscene, but plus 250 clan XP. So many questions. Oryx, is that you? Oh, it's Gary. Why is he suddenly a giant god of light, and why aren't we fighting him in this form? Why didn't he do this sooner, and how does the Traveler's Light even work? If I don't know after 3 years of playing, there's no way this fat turtle has worked it out. Apparently the Traveler's still alive. Why didn't it just kill Gary sooner, and why hasn't it bothered to help us with the past 3 enemies that threatened our entire existence as a species, i.e. Darkness, Crota, and Daddy Oryx? Gary gets deleted, no fight scene required, writing is hard. Suddenly we're back at the tower. Is no one going to comment on what just happened? The speaker died, the Traveler came back to life, among other things. No explanation at all. Just a silent understanding that this is destiny and nothing ever makes sense. What we do get is this extremely mediocre speaker quote being replayed like it's actually good dialogue and the answer to all your questions. I don't mean to be critical, but after all, I'm monotone complaining guy and I 100% meant to be critical. Bungie, I love you, but sweet lord, I wanted some answers and I didn't want to have to wait for DLC to get them. Post-credit scene, because I guess this is a superhero movie now, question mark. The Traveler's Light makes its way back to the reef after getting a loss on its card. Triangles or something, I don't know, just buy the DLC. I arrive back at the tower and instantly the farm is irrelevant, which is surprising considering all the press it got pre-launch. Does seem like a waste. That was Destiny 2's campaign in a nutshell. Bungie, don't blacklist TheJez for monotone complaining.
It's true. It's he's not wrong. Thank you for your top D. That was 7 minutes of my life. Thank you. And then Mr. Melancholy.
That's way too fun, dude. Oh my gosh.